Welcome to another video of virtual coaching. In this video we will be discussing different functions of sum. So let's start. So in order to apply the sum, different functions related to the sum, we will assume this table for our workings. And as you can see, this is the sale data of an XYZ company, showing different details of the customers, their zones, and the product details. The very first function that we will be using is just sum, and in that formula we can find out a sum of a particular column or a row. In this case, the only sum that makes sense is the total amount of sales of the company for a particular period. So this is the total sales made to different customers in from serial 1 to serial 20. So for that purpose we have a formula that is equal to sum, and all it needs is the numbers that you want to add up. So I mean, if you open the function for this, it will give you a value of number 1, 2, 3 and goes on. But in this case, I mean, it's very difficult to I mean, if you have a long table and it's very difficult to choose all the numbers, so the easiest way to do is just select all the cells, that is sum, and in this case we will select all the cells that we want to add up, and then if we close the parenthesis we'll have our answer, that is 3.9 million something. So this is the easiest of the functions related to sum. Now the second and a very important function is SUMF. SUMF will give you the sum of a particular row or column or a data based on just one criteria. That criteria can be anything. For example, it can be a customer, it can be a zone, it can be a product, or it can be a category. So let's assume we want to know how much sale has been made to customer A only, and then we will also find out how much sales are done in the category of electronics. So for the first, we are making our first assumption, that is customer A only. In this case, what we will do is we will say SUMF. Now it requires there are three criterias. The first is it is asking about the range of cells that you want to evaluate. So we want to evaluate these cells, and our criteria for evaluation is AAA. So the name of our customer that we want to find out about is AAA, and what we want to add, we want to add this because we want to know about the amount of sale made to the customer A, and the answer is 1.2 million. So if we say okay, so the sales made to A is 1.2 million. Now this table might be a very long table. In this case we just have like 20 entries, but in many cases we might have a very huge table with thousands of entries or hundreds of entries. So how do we know whether this answer is correct or not? Now the easiest way to do it is if we apply a filter on this. If we apply a simple filter on this and we filter the remaining and we just take the value of A, and then we see if our answer is correct or wrong. Our answer is 1.265, 1.2 million, right? So in this way we can find out whether our answer is correct or wrong, and that is 1.265. Similarly, if we want to know out of these 3.9 million sales, how much sales are made in the category of let's say electronics, we can apply the same formula and we can say electronics, and we'll apply the same that is equal to SUMF. Now again, the first thing is the range, and in this case our range is the category, and our criteria for the category is electronics. Remember, if your criteria is a text, in this case it's a text, it's electronics, so we will be using inverted commas. But if our criteria is a number, then we don't need the inverted commas. Then comma, and then we are talking about what is the range of the sum. So in this case we want to know about the sum of the sales, the total sales, and if we close the parenthesis, our answer is 2.7 million. Now again, applying the filter criteria, we'll try to find out if our answer is correct or wrong. 2.7 million, and we can see that the sum is 2.7 million. Just in case, if I mean, in this case we just have like a few entries here, but just in case if you have a very long table and it is rather difficult to select the cells, you can just select the column and you can see the sum as well. So the sum of the electronics is 2.7 million, and that we found out through the filter criteria as well. Now the second function related to sum is SUMIFs. Now in this formula, in this function, we can find about the sum of a particular row or column based on multiple criteria. For example, in this case, if we want to know about how much sales is made to customer B that falls in the category of electronics, for example, or another multiple criteria might be the amount of sales in the north region that falls in the category of electronics. So just for the sake of practice, let's say we want to find out how much sales are made in the north region that falls in the category of electronics. So for this purpose, we will have the formula SUMIFs, and we will be using it as SUMIFs. Now if we open this, you can see that what are the actual sums that we want to sum. So in this case we want to sum these cells. And what is the criteria number one? Like, what is the first criteria? So in this case our first criteria is the zone. That is the criteria range. So this was what we wanted to sum, and our first criteria range was the zone, and in the zone our criteria was north. Again, as I'm saying, this is a text, so when we click here we'll get this as in inverted commas. Now what is the criteria of the second range? Now in the second range we want to know about electronics, so the criteria for the second range will be category, and the criteria actually is electronics. You can also add more criteria like criteria 3, criteria 4, and around 127 criteria in Excel. But for our example, we are just applying 2 criteria for now, and our answer for the 2 criteria is 1.3 million. So when we say OK, our answer is 1.36 million. Now again, using that filter technique, first of all we'll find out the value just for the north, and then from the category we'll be just applying the electronics. So you can see that the total is 1.36. Function SUMIFs will give you a sum of a particular row or column or a part of a data based on multiple criteria. Now our next function related to the sum is SUMPRODUCT. Now SUMPRODUCT will give you the sum of the product of 2 rows or 2 columns. For example, in this case we have 10 multiplied by the unit price, and then so in case like quantity is multiplied by the unit price, and we have got a total. So what a sum product will do is it will automatically multiply one column by another column, like one cell in a column with another cell, and goes on, and then it will give you the sum of the products of those multiplications. So let's say sum of product. Now in this case, all it wants is different arrays of columns or rows that we want to multiply. So in our first case, our array is the quantity, and then it is the price. We don't have any other column. So our answer, if you can see, is 3951500, and this is what our answer is. So the sum of product, what it does actually is it multiplies one cell with another cell, and then it goes on to the desired number of rows or columns that you want to multiply, and then the result of that is added up to give you a value. In this video we discussed four functions related to the sum. That was the basic sum formula, then the SUMIF, SUMIFs, and sum of the product. We have some other sum formulas also, that are the sum of the square root and the rest of the three formulas that are mostly used in statistics, and we will be discussing it in our coming videos. If you have any question or comments related to these four formulas, please use the comment section of this video. I hope this video will be of use to you and you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.